Conor Coady medical scheduled amid Rangers transfer development, while Tottenham wonder kid Mikey Moore lands at Ibrox in a stunning move that's already got Jermain Defoe emotional. Barry Ferguson says what was ridiculous about Rangers' draw against Panathinaikos, and with Sunderland rejecting a 7-figure bid for Nectar Triantis, Rangers now know exactly what they must do to land the versatile Aussie who could transform the midfield, its drama, its deals, and its destiny. This is everything you need to know, and it's all happening right now at Ibrox. It looked for all the world like Conor Coady was on the brink of walking through the Ibrox doors, but now it seems he's packing his bags for Wrexham instead. A medical scheduled, £2 million agreed with Leicester City, and despite everything pointing towards a move to Rangers, the experienced centre-half is being lured by a Hollywood-backed project in Wales. Let's be clear, Rangers were serious about bringing Cody in. He was pinpointed by Russell Martin and sporting director Kevin Thelwell as a key piece in the rebuild puzzle. With Leon Balogun and Robin Proper out the door, there's a leadership vacuum at the back. Cody, with nearly 200 Premier League appearances, captaining Wolves to European football and back-to-back top-half finishes, was tailor-made for that role. Calm on the ball, strong in the tackle, and vocal, everything you want marshalling a defense, despite already snapping up Nasser Giga and Emmanuel Fernandez. The Ibrox squad's lacking experience at the back, and Cody would have filled that void beautifully. But here's the kicker. It wasn't Rangers pulling out. From what's being said, Leicester's new boss, Martí Cifuentes, personally blocked the move at the start, wanting time to assess his squad. By the time the green light was ready, Wrexham swooped in with their checkbook and a big, shiny pitch. Cody's camp, make no mistake, still view Ibrox as the ideal destination. But when one side drags its feet and the other comes waving a big plan and a pile of cash, well, the scales start tipping. And now, unless Rangers reignite the deal and move swiftly, Wrexham, a League One club, are about to snatch a player that should be walking out the tunnel at Ibrox. Let's not sugarcoat it. Losing Conor Coady to Wrexham would be an embarrassment. This is a club in League One, and we're talking about Rangers fighting for European football, trying to topple Celtic and get back on top. Should Rangers really be losing transfer battles to a third-tier English side run by actors with a Netflix show? There's something special happening at Ibrox right now, and the signing of Mikey Moore is just the latest spark in the fire. On Friday, Rangers confirmed what had been bubbling under all week, the loan signing of 17-year-old winger Mikey Moore from Tottenham. And make no mistake, this isn't just another prospect padding out the squad. This is one of the most electrifying young talents to come out of Spurs Academy in years. A kid already getting first-team minutes in North London, now heading to Govan to light up the Scottish Premiership, and you can tell what it means by who's reacting. Jermain Defoe, a Rangers man to the core, didn't hold back, calling it emotional to see Moore join the club. That's not PR fluff. That's from someone who knows what it means to wear the badge and clearly sees this as more than just another loan deal. Moore's arrival caps off a brilliant week at Ibrox. Progression in the Champions League qualifiers after a gritty draw in Athens, the buzz of the league opener against Motherwell, and now the arrival of a player who had championship clubs lining up with offers, but he chose Rangers, and that says everything about where this club stands in the football world. For all the Celtic noise and the constant chatter about where Scottish football ranks, here's the proof. Players still want to come to Ibrox. Even in the face of English cash and media hype, there's something magnetic about this club. The history, the crowd, the expectation. That's the kind of stage Mikey Moore wants to perform on. And now, it's up to Russell Martin to give him the platform to shine. If a 17-year-old wonder kid from Spurs thinks a season at Rangers is better for his development, than staying in England? Does that not tell you everything about who the real giants of British football still are? This one's got the makings of a proper smart bit of business if Rangers play it right. Next to Triantis, the versatile Aussie who caught plenty of attention last season with Hibernian, is right in the Ibrox crosshairs. And let's be honest, you'll remember him for that crunching challenge on Robin Proper, the kind that tells you he's not shy of getting stuck in. But beyond that moment, the lad's shown real quality across the park. 37 appearances, over 3,000 minutes, 3 goals, 6 assists. Not bad numbers for someone adjusting to a new position. Now, Sunderland are trying to play hardball. They've knocked back a £1.2 million bid from Derby County, even though Triantis seems surplus to requirements with their new midfield signings piling in. But this is where Rangers need to step up and show intent. A bid in the region of £2 million could seal it. For a 22-year-old who's already bossed games in Scotland and shown he can play centre-back and holding midfield, that's not a risk. That's a steal. Russell Martin has already added steel and youth to his squad, but someone like Triantis adds dynamism and depth. He's aggressive in the tackle, tidy in transition, and has the engine to press high or drop deep. The sort of player who could quietly become a key piece in Rangers' midfield puzzle, especially with Champions League qualifiers and a title challenge on the go. It's not often you get a player proven in the Premiership, young and available at a reasonable price. The blueprint is sitting there. Rangers just need to press the button and get it done. But here's what'll get you thinking. If Triantis was wearing green and white and playing for Celtic last season instead of Hibs, would the club be hesitating at all to snap him up now? Right, let's clear something up. Some folk just don't get how brutal these early Champions League qualifiers actually are. Barry Ferguson's nailed it. He called it ridiculous, the way people are downplaying what Rangers pulled off in Athens, and he's bang on. A 1-1 draw in that heat, in that atmosphere against a Panathinaikos side desperate to claw their way back into the tie. That's not luck, that's resilience. That's the kind of grit that European nights demand. You're still in the middle of a pre-season rebuild, legs are heavy, the squad's bedding in under a new manager, and you're facing a side whose entire game plan is to rattle you early and see who blinks first. Yes, it wasn't perfect. Yes, Jack Butland had to step up, and didn't he just? The saves he made over the 2 legs are the difference between Ibrox pushing on and the whole project unraveling before August's even begun. But that's what great sides have. Players who deliver in moments of pressure. And let's not forget, Rangers came into that second leg with a 2-goal cushion, scored the away goal they needed, and saw it out. That's professionalism. That's what progression in Europe looks like, and not always pretty, but effective. You're now 2 rounds away from the Champions League group stage. That's not just prestige, and that's serious cash, pulling power in the market, and a shot at putting Rangers back on the map where they belong. If it was Celtic grinding out a draw in Athens to knock out a decent European side, would anyone dare call it lucky? Or would they be calling it a masterclass in the game management? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.